Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. Today's recipe is another one of Aunt Lois's recipes. This one is called Aunt Lois's Soft Cream Jumble Cookie. This is another recipe that the name is a mouthful. This recipe is a pretty basic one. There's nothing fancy or unusual about it. I'm not sure why it's called Jumble Cookies. The name Jumble kind of makes me think that there would be a lot more stuff in it, that they're just really super basic cookies. Looks like it's going to go together very quickly, very easily. The recipe kind of reminds me of Snickerdoodle. These are supposed to be drop cookies. I've never eaten these cookies before. I have never made these cookies before. The instructions don't tell me how many cookies it's going to make, so we're going to have to kind of wing it on that department. There's no sense in delaying. Let's get to work. Let's make some cookies. We're starting with our wet ingredients. So this is a 1.5 cups of sugar. To that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of shortening. We're supposed to cream together the sugar and the shortening. I think I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs now. We're going to use 2 eggs. Just drop them right in there. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to move on to our dry ingredients. This is 3.5 cups of flour. To that, we are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Just kind of give that a little stir. And now we're going to add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. I'm going to go wet into dry because it's a bigger bowl. I'm just going to drop it all in at once. Kind of gently combine our wet and dry ingredients. I think I might go in with my hands. Maybe so. This looks like it's going to be a very simple cookie. That's pretty well combined. You'll have 2 more things to add, and they will help with getting things to come together a little better. This is a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we have a cup of sour cream. I'm supposed to fold this in, go back to the spoon for a bit. Might end up with my hands again. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It is definitely starting to come together. You can smell the tanginess of the sour cream. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good sized batch. Getting close. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to get my cookie sheets and I'm going to tidy up a bit, and then we'll portion out the cookies. These are supposed to be drop cookies. I think they're solid enough that I don't really need to use spoons. I can just portion them out with my hands. And then we're supposed to sprinkle them with sugar cinnamon mix. I have this ready at all times in my house. And you want to go 3 to 1. So you want 3 parts sugar to 1 part cinnamon. That's a good ratio. So we'll start portioning these out. So I'm going to portion them all, and then I will sprinkle them all at one time. It does say to kind of flatten them out a little bit. It says flatten slightly. So we will do that, but I'm going to wait till the end. Till just before I sprinkle them. Yes, cookie. I have a puppy under my feet. I think she's searching for crumbs. There's our first 30. Okay, and now cinnamon sugar. So again, 3 to 1. So 3 sugar to 1 cinnamon. I keep this in my house at all times. I like cinnamon toast. I like to have it ready for me whenever I'm wanting my cinnamon toast. Smells good. I like the smell of the cinnamon. Okay, these are going to go into the oven. The oven is set at 425. They supposed to bake for 10 to 12 minutes, and I'm going to pause my camera and I'll be back. Just finishing up my second tray. I'm going to go through and smush them all, and I did get 60 out of it. The last couple are a little big, but not enormous. So we'll squish these down. So now we'll do our cinnamon sugar. I'll pause my camera again and I'll come back when the cookies are done. I am back. The cookies are done. I have them on plates here in front of me, and I'll do the big reveal so you get to see them. This is batch number 1 and batch number 2. They're pretty consistent in size. They definitely kind of remind me of Snickerdoodles because of the cinnamon sugar on the top. They are nicely brown on the bottom. I guess I will grab one from each plate to use as a sample. Definitely softer than a Snickerdoodle. I can taste the sour cream, which you don't generally have in a Snickerdoodle. So let's try from the one from the second batch. Again, lightly browned, nice amount of cinnamon. Definitely soft. They're kind of a simple cookie, very plain. I like it with the milk. Nice combination. A very simple, uncomplicated cookie. This recipe didn't look like it would be super exciting to me. Didn't look bad, just not very interesting. We have covered a wide array of types of cookies so far. We've had drop cookies, refrigerator cookies, bar cookies, and filled cookies. Many of the cookies we've tried out so far have been recipes from Aunt Lois's cookie collection. We are nearing the end of Aunt Lois's cookie collection. My next recipe will be the last of her cookie recipes, and it looks kind of interesting, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. Most of the ingredients in it look pretty normal. There's just one ingredient in it that makes it look a little interesting. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, kind of on the fence about it. Although I have to say my absolute favorite cookie just turned 2. This is my little chocolate cookie, and she just had her birthday. She just turned 2. Look at your baby. Hi, how are you? She's a good girl. She's not very little anymore, but she's my little chocolate cookie. Happy birthday, cookie. I will include the ingredients and the preparation for Aunt Lois's soft cream jumble cookies. I still don't know why they're called jumble cookies. In the description below. If you have any questions or other feedback from me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I really do love hearing from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. It helps my channel to continue to grow. That would be great. Thank you for joining me on my adventure as I explore the big wide world of cookies. I'll see you again next time. Bye.